Hey, good day, Medexus. Wow, we have a really special uh, event this morning. As you know, Probio Balance was introduced about a month ago. Depending on where you live, it might be 3 weeks, but we are starting to get some really great feedback from Probio Balance. And we have a tremendous story that we wanted to share with you this morning. And I'm not going to do that, but I get the privilege of introducing the person who is. We're going to talk to Shannon Linton from, you're way out in is it Michigan?
Yep, Grand Haven, Michigan.
Great, great. Well, good to see you this morning. And we're excited to hear your story because I'll tell you what, I got a text message and I don't know how many emojis were in it. So there was a lot of emojis in the text message. And so there's some excitement going on here.
Yeah, it's a great product. Thank you for developing it. My journey is I developed IBS after having my gallbladder removed after I had the birth of my son. During pregnancy, I developed a very large gallstone that sat on the neck of my gallbladder. So I had to deliver cesarean, and then the next day they took my gallbladder. And then I was one of the 10% of the people that had that vicious cycle of not having a place to store bile. So what that means is when you eat something, you automatically go to the bathroom immediately. It's very impactful to your life because you can't really feel free to go out and eat with people or even just do your job. So I had a doctor that was a little bit proactive, and we were trying to figure out a way to slow down my digestive tract. And there's a side effect to a cholesterol drug, and the side effect is slowing down your digestive tract. So I've been on this powder, I don't know, 10, 15 years. And I started to get very nervous because they stopped producing it. And I didn't know what that meant for me. And Randy Anderson just kept saying, hold on, this probiotic's coming. I'm hoping it's going to work for you. And I take all the other Modexus products and I love them. So we got it about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I put it to the test. Within the first 48 hours, I felt completely different. And part of IBS is not so much the going to the bathroom, because that is uncomfortable. It is the pain and the cramping that is associated with that. Mm-hmm. And that is what I found immediately stopped. I have never felt so comfortable, and it is been life-changing. So I put it to the true test this weekend. We traveled, and I generally try to eat what I cook because I can control what I'm putting into my body. But we were on the road for 4 days. And I said to my Randy, my husband, oh, this will be the true test. Eating in a restaurant, not one issue. It's been life-changing. Yes, it's been amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that have had their gallbladder removed, and like you say, you're one of the 10% that has complications after that. But just people that have had their gallbladder removed, there's so many things that they would like to eat, but they can't eat any longer because they have a reaction to it. Either they can't digest it and it sits there and just, causes gas and bloating and discomfort, or get what you got, which is, the urgency, the peristalsis triggered in the bowel. And that's just extremely.
My diet before, if I had salad, so if I had raw vegetables more than 2 meals in a row, that would be a nightmare for me. When it was really bad, right after the birth of my son, I tried to cook everything that I ate. So my digestive tract didn't have to work as hard. That didn't work either. I mean, we tried increasing the fiber. That just made the process worse. So, I'm trying all aspects of it. And this is the very first time. I probably tried about 100 probiotics in my life, mixing them up 30 days on this one, 30 days on this one. Nothing ever fixed the problem or ever reacted this way. This is the very first time that I felt relief. So it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, so that's really interesting you mentioned that, because of course one of the things that we did with this was put it in an enteric coated capsule so the probiotic actually gets down into your bowel where it can, propagate. And I would say the majority of the probiotics that are on the market, you can take them in the billions and you really don't get very much into your intestinal tract, at least not enough to do a lot of good. So you're sort of clinical proof of that. And I've been saying that for years, that I don't know. I mean, you're supposed to eat probiotic enriched yogurt and all these things, and I have never found anything that effective. So really, really nice. I think, people need to understand, once again, there's only 3 ingredients essentially in the product you're taking. We have the ashwagandha to reduce inflammation, and there'd be a lot of inflammation with the IBS. And then we have the plant material in there, which has a direct impact on immune function. And of course, every time you would have an event, every time you would release what's called mast cells. So mast cells blow up and they release histamine, and then histamine causes further inflammation. It's sort of a vicious cycle, as you know. And then the probiotic, we knew that it would help lipolysis in the intestinal tract, but we also discovered that it would help your liver. And that's where I would say we're having the most problem, was with the bile. And now it's balanced off the bile. So what a great, I'm just so grateful. Actually, I'm just kind of sharing here a little bit to listen to you and know that you've had such a dramatic change in that. So,
another thing is, as you know, when you don't have a good intestinal tract, you catch a lot of bugs, because that's where the majority of your immune system comes from. So that I am really excited for, because this medicine that I used to take would absorb everything. So I couldn't take a vitamin during the day. I couldn't take longevity during the day or anything, because it was going to be absorbed and not do its job. I found now that I can take the Probio Balance with longevity, and I can already feel a difference in how I'm feeling. I haven't been, knock on wood, since last Christmas. So that is huge for me. And I mean, I can even talk to the fact of my son, who's got celiac, and he has been well since well before Christmas. And he used to catch, we've been into school now 2 months, and he would catch everything. So everything is working great for him as well.
Yeah, that's super. Yeah. And how old is he?
He's going to be 17 in December.
Yeah. So what a difficult thing for a teen to deal with, right? I mean, once again, you can't do what others are doing, or, you're afraid. You're almost afraid to go out and do what others are doing. And you make a really good point. And that's one of the challenges when, I'm from the pharmacy background. One of the challenges we have is every medication is made to stop something, so we make a medication, we want to stop this, but then there's the residual effect of what else it's going to stop, or that kind of thing. And like you say, not getting your glutathione, not getting the nutrients that are in Longicera longevity. And now that you're getting them, I think the improvements are going to continue and be really amazing in the future. So well, thank you for sharing this tremendous story. I'm glad we're going to be able to get it out to people.